A lot of big plays in the game, and more to follow with 2:15 to play as the Broncos break their offensive huddle with 2nd down and 10 coming up.
That's 1st and 10, Don. They got 2nd and 10 on the marker. It's first and 10.
Elway heading for the sideline, turning upfield, and John Elway's down to the 36-yard line. He stays in bounds, and that'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning.
He's the only guy in the offense that the defense doesn't account for. Jackson ran the cornerback off, and Elway was able to pick up some needed yardage, but the Bengals take another timeout with 2:06 remaining.
Atlanta Falcons, a big underdog, went into Miami today as the Dolphins were coming off that 45-3 rout of the Jets. And the Falcons won the game. Final just in: Atlanta 20, Miami 14.
You know, if I'm Dan Reeves, I think I run the same play again. I try to get Elway to pick up the 1st down. 1 first down, and if he stays in bounds, I think the game is over. And the Broncos have survived this furious rush by the Bengals.
Where they've come back, though, I wouldn't count this one over. Let's shoot the gun.
Look for the fat lady. That's what you're saying?
Well, the Bengals have shown an ability to go right through the Denver defense here in the 2nd half. And very, very nearly another touchdown throw. The ball tipped away from Collinsworth the last time by Wilson. A look at the final scores today. The Bears go to 11-2 with an overtime victory over the Steelers at Soldier Field. The Rams, an underdog over the Jets. Washington with its 11th victory. Cleveland goes to 9-4 and right now is sole leader of the AFC Central. Indianapolis leading the Vinny Testaverde sweeps,
which they have
very close behind,
which they have since week 3.
Gene Lang, 2nd and 4, gets the 1st down, but wait. A marker is down with 2 minutes to play, and it's in the Denver backfield.
Holding against the Broncos.
Hey, Dan Reeves is livid.
That's the 1st penalty of the day against the Broncos. Excuse me, 3rd penalty of the day against the Broncos.
Nothing but nutty, though.
Holding, number 70, offense, 2nd down.
So on Dave Stutter, the offensive right tackle, they ran the sweep to his side. And the 2-minute warning is announced.
2 minutes to play at Mile High. We've got a lot of football left, though. We'll be back right after this.
AT&T, the right choice. The division-leading Rams trail the upstart Bucks 27-24 deep into the 4th quarter. And now LA needs a big play on defense. Should the Rams play a zone to clog passing lanes or blitz the quarterback? What would you do?
This is a cover story taking shape for Time magazine, but late-breaking news stops the presses. Time puts AT&T Skynet digital service into action. Via satellite, a new cover story is transmitted instantly, accurately, and rolls off the presses in under 24 hours. Let us show you how AT&T digital services can help your business. AT&T, the right choice.
What did you decide? The Ram defense opts for a 6-man zone, blanketing all receivers, and Leroy Urban intercepts for a clutch game-winning touchdown. The Rams stay on top of the West. Los Angeles made the right choice.
John Elway getting some timeout counsel from his coach Dan Reeves as a penalty call against an offensive lineman negates the 1st down run by Gene Lang, and now it's 2nd down and 14 coming up for Denver.
Denver not turned the ball over yet today. In the last 2 minutes certainly don't want to, and that's what the Bengals are thinking all the way around. Somehow try to come up with the football.
Watson goes wide to the left. Mark Jackson has also made some big plays on the right flank. Blitz. Elway loops it up for grabs, and it's well behind Mark Jackson as Lewis Breeden was running with him stride for stride. There's also a penalty marker down, the player down. No penalty marker. That's picked up, but Watson is down.
Like he turned his ankle or his knee. It's getting a little slippery out there. Leo Barker had pressure all over John Elway. This is Billups on Watson. Man-to-man bump and run coverage. Try to dictate where he's going to go. He stepped on his foot. Looked like he looked like he bent his knee a little bit.
So it'll be 3rd down and almost 14 when we come back to Mile High.
This bud's for all that you do.
It could be any time now.
No, Bill had to leave. Can I help you?
A friend is counting on you.
Need copies by 4:30.
I'll cover it for him.
Not a word.
You keep on coming through, 'cause you make America work, and this bud's for you.
Here's to you, Beechwood Age, for that clean, crisp taste that says Budweiser.
This bud's for you.
4 years ago, Ford Escort became the world's best-selling car. And over those years, we've improved its engine, suspension, and interior. There is one thing, however, we couldn't improve upon. For 4 years running, it's still the world's best-selling car. This is Escort.
Now, get 3.9% financing or $300 cash back from Ford.
John Elway on 3rd down and 14 on a call play. Waits, and then runs it up the middle for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Don, it's a design play, a quarterback draw. Watch everybody get out of his way. The offensive line does a great job of getting everybody outside. Bishop takes his man out. Bryan does an excellent job as the personal escort for John Elway. Biggest 1st down of the day for the Broncos.
At the 29-yard line, and so with 1:41 left to play, Elway gets the big play that gives Denver 4 new downs, and Cincinnati takes its last timeout.
Last week, 51 yards rushing. Today, 43. And I can't emphasize enough that when you design a defense, the only guy you don't account for is the quarterback.
And the viewers on the West Coast to stay tuned for the wrap-up of the Skins game, where every hole is a tournament in itself. All the excitement coming up on the West Coast of the Skins game as defending champion Fuzzy Zeller matches his skills against golfing greats Nicholas, Palmer, and Trevino. That's on the West Coast only. Right now, with 1:41 left to play, Sam White's in the Bengals in a troubled position. They are down by 6 after rallying here in the 2nd half. But the Denver Broncos have the ball, and the Cincinnati Bengals are out of timeouts.
Sam can say, what if? What if we're not offsides? What if we don't fumble the punt?
Elway calls his own number to run the clock.
That's it. Game is over. Let's see when they start the 30-second clock. They've got 4 downs. They stop the clock just for everybody to unpile. They'll start it again as soon as everybody's up. There it goes, 1:29. Game's over.
Cincinnati Bengals powerless to stop the clock after their spirited comeback in this game. They were down by 20, 34-14. It was seemingly over. But then the Bengals scored on 2 consecutive long drives to get right back in it, got the ball again, and almost hit another score. But the Broncos have put the lid on, driving the ball down the field and running the clock with John Elway on that 18-yard run up the middle on 3rd and long, getting a 1st down. That'll do it. The Broncos will go to 10-3. And depending on what the Raiders do, they could have a 2-game lead in the AFC West, because at the moment the Raiders are losing to underdog Philadelphia.
Of course, with Cleveland's victory today, now the Bengals fall a game back in the AFC Central. Next week they go to New England to play the Patriots. Doesn't get any easier for Cincinnati. And then in 2 weeks they play the Cleveland Browns in Cincinnati.
So Coach White's in the Bengals about to go to 8-5. Elway again, knee down, and that'll do it here at Mile High Stadium. Now it's time for the Most Valuable Player Award, sponsored by Budweiser. And today's MVP is John Elway of the Denver Broncos. Budweiser will make a contribution to the United Way on behalf of all the MVPs selected in today's game. John Elway throwing for 3 touchdowns in this game, and Coach Dan Reeves and his owner, Pat Boland. That coat is worth more than my car.
And mine.
But it's in the books now, and the Broncos win.
Elway's numbers, 22 of 34, 227 yards, 3 touchdowns. Hadn't thrown a touchdown since November 2nd. He threw 3 today. Collinsworth for the Bengals had 8 catches for 138 yards. Esiason 21 of 30, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. But it was the turnovers that killed Cincinnati. The Broncos played a perfect game. Bengals turned it over 3 times. The Broncos did not turn it over.
So now the Broncos go in getting ready to go to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs next Sunday on many of these NBC sports stations. And right now, the final numbers up here at Denver. It is 34-28. I'm Fricky for Bob Crumpy. Stay tuned for our house, except on the West Coast and most mountain time zones, where you'll see the Skins game.
Pocket the savings. Shopco, your lifestyle, your price style.
What's your idea of the perfect minivan? Is it the most luxurious, one with a leather-trimmed and preferred suede interior, heated front seats, and dual-zone temperature control? Or is it America's lowest-priced minivan that still includes features like easy-out roller seats and air conditioning? There's only one place to choose from the complete selection of award-winning minivans. Your Chrysler and Plymouth dealer. Now get up to $1,000 cash allowance on select Chrysler and Plymouth minivans.
Well, here is the long and short of our final story. Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus is now on tour. This week, the show under the Big Top made a stop in Chicago, and they needed a big top. Circus goers were entertained not with peanuts and cotton candy, but an 8-foot-tall man named Khan and a 33-inch man called Michu. Judging from the crowd's reaction, both characters made a lasting impression.
The weather a little circus-like today. We turn to the 7-day cast to see what's on tap. We've got to look at it. We're always looking ahead to the weekend. Tomorrow, 40 degrees. Look at this. There's another chance of snow by the time Tuesday gets here, mixed with a little rain. Rain on Monday, but then things clearing up toward the latter half of the work week. For the weekend, Saturday, looking good, sunny. 45, right. Very nice.
5-4, Lancers winning a shootout in Dubuque tonight.
All right, thanks for joining us tonight.
See you tomorrow. Good night.
We're your station for Big 12 football, Saturday mornings at 11:30.